All right, I am at a home that is listed, and the buyers are going to be here probably in about an hour to review all the findings that the inspector found while he was inspecting the house. So we are at 248 Robert Lejeune Road in Iota, Louisiana, where it's being formally inspected by a licensed home inspector. His name is Dustin Landry with Target Inspections. So what he's going to talk about is the 3 most common issues that he finds when he's inspecting home after home after home. Dustin, would you say you've inspected probably about 100 homes so far since you've been working?
Probably, yeah.
At least? Okay, so these are some of the issues that he finds over and over again. 3 of the most common. So he's going to talk to you about what they are and how to make sure that if you are a seller anytime soon, to make sure that this doesn't get flagged on your home inspection.
So 3 things that I find most often, hot water heater, whether it's a tankless or not, it should be in a pan. And the pan should be plumbed to the outside. That way if the pan fills up, the water drains to the outside and you can see it coming outside saying, hey, I got a leak, because most of the time, hot water heaters are in the attic. Second thing, probably dirty air conditioner filters. I mean, that's easy. Depending on the filter, you should change them once a month. A dirty filter, you put a strain on the unit. Losing efficiency, higher bills. Staying with the air conditioner. So a lot of the air conditioners are in the attic as well, but they should be in a pan too. The pan should be plumbed to the outside if something does happen, and you should have a float switch on there. That way if the pan fills up, the float switch kills the unit. That way you don't cause any damages.
All right. Thank you, Dustin. All right. Now you're going to continue your home inspection. All right. So, guys, that is a licensed home inspector. And so I always recommend to every buyer, and home inspection, once you go into contract, is absolutely not mandatory. No bank will require a home inspection. Every single buyer that I represent, I say to them, you absolutely must have a home inspection. It's their choice. They do not have to, but I absolutely recommend it. It's crucial. And so once you get the report from the home inspection, as the buyer, you have a couple of different options. If something is so big, so wrong with the house that you feel like, I just don't want to buy it anymore, you have the absolute right to cancel the contract, and it's like you never was under contract at all. Number 2, you can ask the seller to fix anything at all on that list, all right? So a home inspector's job is to find all the things wrong with the home that are not up to code, that are safety issues, nothing cosmetic or ugly, okay? So anything that's just a problem, like leaky plumbing, faulty wiring, missing shingles on a roof, foundation issues, those kinds of things. And so as the buyer, you can ask the seller to reduce the price. If they find some things that are major and you feel like, well, that warrants a price reduction, you can ask the seller to reduce the price. You can ask them to fix things. You can have a combination of both, a price reduction and to fix things. And then the seller gets that report, gets the request, and then they get to decide. Let's just say as the buyer, you ask for 5 things to be fixed. The seller can fix them all. They can fix none. And you're back to negotiating again between the realtors. The realtors do all those negotiations if you're working with the realtor. The seller absolutely doesn't have to fix anything. That's their right. They don't have to fix anything. But remember this, as a seller, you are gambling, because if the buyer asks you to fix things with the house and you say no, they have the right to walk away. All right? So I always say to sellers, listen, if they ask you to fix some things and you know those things need to be fixed, do what you have to do to fix them and or lower the price on the house, because you want to make it work. You want to get to closing. And I would say probably less than 5% of buyers walk away, because generally the sellers want to do what they have to do to make sure that it gets to the closing table. You have a great afternoon. And if you have any questions at all regarding inspections, if you're a buyer or you're a seller, I'd love to have a conversation with you. And just remember this, if I represent you as the buyer, you are in amazing hands. And if I represent you as the seller, you are also in amazing hands. Y'all have a great day. Take care.